Well, hello everybody. I guess I'm live on YouTube. Here we are. Let's have some entry music. Are you ready for Replenished? Are you ready to be replenished in the Valtopia sphere? Let's go. Well, hello everybody. I guess I'm live on YouTube. Here- All right. Hi everybody. How is everyone? That is my latest. Well, I actually recorded that about a year ago, but that's my track. I do musical drops. If you're new to me, I'm Val Cripps, and you are in the Valtopia sphere. If you are watching this, I'm so grateful to have you here. If you haven't already, sign up, subscribe, so that you know when I'm coming on live. I am not in a cycle of going live every day yet. I did for 4 years, but you want to know when I'm coming on, put on the notifications, and I'm happy to tune in with you live. I've got my Fuck Yeah deck and a bunch of other decks. And more importantly, I've been embodying at the beach. I've been investing in myself time and energy work and DNA activation and throat to yoni activations, and I am feeling amazing, and I want to bring this energy through with you. And so please say hello in the comments. Comment I'd love a card, and I'll tune in with you. So I just did about an hour over on Facebook in on my profile there and inside of my Facebook group, and we had some really good readings. We shifted some energy. We opened up the pathway. We had some insight coming through. So I would love to tune in with you if you're here. Say hello. So how is everybody doing? What's been happening for you? You know, this energetic embodiment, it's so easy for the mind to say, well, that is just a thought. But it's not just a thought. The way you feel in your body and allow that to radiate out from you and allow that to inform your choices and your decisions, it changes everything. It changes everything. When you go from doing to being and truly being and allow that beingness to guide your experiences, what happens is you stop looping in the doing. And I was there for so many years. Like, I would do all the things. I'm a Virgo. I got a lot of Mercury. I'm an overachiever. I'm a people pleaser. I'm a perfectionist. And a lot of you that work with me, it's the same thing. Hi there. So this is what happens. We get in our head. Most of you that come to me are very, very gifted multidimensionally. You're psychic, you're extrasensory, you're a sound healer, you're a Reiki healer, you're just a creative person, a singer, a dancer. You may work in corporate. I have a lot of corporate clients who have then graduated from the corporate sphere, and you've created your own healing creative business. And sometimes we get caught up in these lulls in our income and how we're growing our business. A lot of times we want to think it's the algorithm. Oh, I got to learn another healing modality. Oh, I've got to learn more business techniques. Oh, I need a different hook. I need a different strategy. And while some of that may be true, like the doingness, truly what happens with my clients and us is that we got to get in our being first. And the strategy comes from there. And that can be really challenging because we want so badly to bring our medicine through. We want to connect to our people. We want the money. We want the love. We want the embodiment. And the embodiment comes from embodying. The embodiment comes from the space that we create within ourselves. And a lot of times that space that we must create to go from here to there in our beingness, many of us don't make it through. I know I kept looping. I would invest the money. I would take the leap. I would invest the money. I would challenge my beliefs and open up new pathways and portals and guides and all this stuff. And then my mind would overthink and doubt. And then I'd have this split energy. So I'd have the who I am before I invested and the who I am becoming. And instead of them becoming cohesive in the void and letting the space form for me to formulate the new identity and embody the fresh frequency, I would revert without even knowing it. And then I would say, but I did the thing. I took the leap. I spent the money. I posted every day for 4 years. I did the thing. And I've noticed too what happens to so many of us is that we do the thing, we win, we celebrate, and then we forget the celebration. And our mind wants to hold on to the problem. And our mind wants to hold on to what isn't working. And we forget. So a lot of working with someone that's a great guide is them reminding you of the celebration, them reminding you of what is working, them reminding you of what has expanded, and letting go of what is no longer true. So this is something that we do in the work that I love to do. And what I'd love to do today, and that what I did on Facebook, is bring through this frequency, this energy. This frequency that I'm in is called gush. This is where I am now. I birthed the idea of sacred blush in 2021. And that's because, many of us do blush when it comes to talking about our sexuality, our bodies, our joy, our pleasure, our bliss. And the thing is, those constructs, those programs that tell us it's shameful to be in our body and to enjoy ourselves and to allow ourselves time with ourselves and to create bliss from within us, they're lies. They're fucking lies, bro. Like, quit it. We tell the lie to ourselves because it's ingrained in our DNA. So my work is all about getting you out of your head, into your body, clearing those stories, clearing those programs. And a lot of that comes just from being in the energy and the frequency of somebody who's done it. And I've been doing it for 10 years now. I've been being it now for the last 3 years. I was put to ground to halt. I had my cycle every 2 weeks for 3 years. There were a couple times where it wasn't every 2 weeks, but most of the time it was. It was painful. It was exhausting. I was out of my head and into my body, and it wasn't a pleasant experience. But once I made it through those initiations, I changed. I dropped into my body. So if you're going through some body illness or trauma or drama, or if you feel like you're being stopped, listen to your body and your soul that's telling you stop. Instead of trying to fight it, instead of thinking that you have all the answers in the small version of you that you are today, lean the fuck back, open up to receive, let yourself glow up, do the work to release those attachments and those old programs, and let yourself be in the void of creation, in the space where you don't know. You don't know what you're becoming because it's so freaking good. This version of you that's on the first front end of the void doesn't even know how awesome it's actually coming. You can feel it. You're feeling it. You got to feel it to let it come in. And then you got to know that it's like this or something better. And the something better is like so much better than you can possibly imagine. Let me know how all that resonates for you. And let me know if you're here. Swan, are you here? I think you are. Yay. All right, so I'm going to pull some fuck yeah cards here for the collective. And then if you're here and you want me to tune in with you, even if you were on my Facebook, tune in with me again. Let's get these messages and this energy coming through. Yes, you are a divine being. You are so divine. You are so divine. And we forget that we're divine beings, and this time that we're coming through now is to remind us how divine we are. And all of these disruptions and these distractions and this drama that's happening is here to remind us who we are. So let it remind you who you are, and let yourself have the breakdown that leads to the breakthrough, right? So let's see. I just pulled this card at the end of the Facebook live stream, Clean Slate. I did this program before 2020 called Clean Slate, Clear Vision. And that name just came through. I launched it. I had a handful of people. I remember I was touring around some beautiful hotels, and I did live streams from the beautiful bathroom. You know, I was like in these gorgeous baths, and was embodying the Clean Slate, Clear Vision. Clean Slate, Clear Vision is about exactly what I just talked about, letting go of programs that are no longer true, beliefs and identities that are no longer you, and letting yourself be a fresh embodiment, a new identity that's so much more aligned to your higher self, your expansive self. And the things that we do, that we do in the being to allow this seem trivial, like, because like breath, for example, breath work. I have been teaching breath work now. I did it for 2 years, and then I've been teaching it for 3 now. I started teaching almost right away, adding breath work in because I was blown away. And so I've incorporated it into so much of what I do, along with energy alchemy and mindset shifting and personal development at a very deep cosmic level. Breath work is so profound. But we breathe all the time. So it seems like, wait, what, breath? Or moving energy in your body, right? We take that for granted. Sitting still, tuning into your body with expert guidance and moving the energy in a way you might not have thought before. That can change your life. It does change your life. These little things you do with your body change how you create your reality. It is not a joke. It is not a nothing. It is an everything. So this investment into transformation of yourself and your body and how you create is how you could have a million things going on that you think you have to do that's overwhelming you and that feels like it is never going to be resolved. You can change all that with breath flow and intentions and energetic alchemy. All that shit, that reality you're in, where you're like, fuck this, can be gone and become completely something else if you let it, if you choose it, if you do this work. Okay? So that's what we're doing here. So let's see what else comes through the fuck yeah deck. Peaceful. I am all about the peace. For so long I lived in so much chaos. Everybody always used to call me hyper. I did a lot of caffeine. Everything felt like my energy was up there, and it did feel chaotic. And the more I come down into my body and make space and set powerful intentions and allow the magic, the less drama happens for me, and I'm peaceful. So know how to read the resistance. If you have resistance, like you want to change, but your mind tells you, or you want to invest in something and your mind is telling you you can't. You can consider everything that your mind is presenting to you, everything your programming is presenting to you, and you can change it. You can shift it. Read the resistance. Read the resistance is about noticing your first reaction to something and instead choosing a response from your whole body and coherent presence versus, the default choice that might. Oh, there's something going on outside. Now I want to know what's going on out there. Oh my God, there's like a... Okay, I have to go see what's going on. Hang on a second. Oh my gosh. You guys, there's a cop car, and he's trying to tell these people to come out of the trailer that's been parked there all week. There's a dog in there. He barked at K-Boss. Now I want to know. Now I want to watch the action and see what's going to happen. Is anybody live here with me? Who's here live with me? Oh my goodness. Yay! Swan, they're like gonna arrest somebody out in front of my house, I think. All the drama today. Oh, my date is telling me what the plan is. Okay. All right. So let's pull some more cards. Let's shift some energy. Let's see what's coming through. And let's do a breath. Let's just set a powerful intention and open our energy. In first of all, let's just put a beautiful purple flame cloak around this whole session so that only the highest energy is available in this experience. And I'm also calling and inviting psychically and telepathically my posse, because usually when I come on YouTube, there's like a group of people that come on, and I love those guys, and so just sending out the message to come and join us for readings. I'm going to do some light language to magnetize everyone that's meant to see this, whether you watch it live or you catch the replay. And please, if you watch this, let me know. Say I'm watching the replay. Yeah, the protests are going on around, and I chose not to do my day gig today, which is driving around doing deliveries, because I didn't want to be out in it. I figured it would just be a nightmare anyway, so I don't know. I hope they're not still going tomorrow, but if not, y'all book in for by donation sessions. If you watch this live stream all the way this far, please book in tomorrow for a by donation session. That way I can do my medicine and light you up and not be out there. That's what I'm hoping for more and more. I'm intending more and more. So why can I choose? We were just talking about choices. You can choose to respond or you can react. It's always a choice. The choice to react is a choice. The choice to have space and then respond is a choice as well. So how do you feel when you choose? What I've noticed about choosing, and I call them micro choices, is daily. Like, let's say you wake up, you feel kind of foggy, you feel kind of sleepy, and you just don't feel good. And then you choose to do a breath flow, which is what I did this morning. And it's hard to do the breath flow because you feel foggy and you feel tired and your mind is tripping and is telling you, this isn't going to work. What are you doing? Why don't you just give up? Go wash dishes instead. Do the laundry. And then you do the thing. You do the thing and you immediately, when you make the choice, feel better about yourself. Like, I've got my back. I did the thing. I'm doing the thing. And then you feel amazing after the breath flow, once you make it through, because that's what the breath flow does for you. Or you even move emotion and gain some insight. And then you have this feeling of like, I've got my own back. I do the things when I'm being called to do the things, whether it's a workout, whether it's eating right, whether it's sleeping, whether it's doing your soul purpose work, showing up for your engagement with your people, having that conversation with somebody that you need to have. Like, these are all things that when you consistently show up for your micro choices for yourself, you consistently embody a version of you that can trust yourself. And it's so powerful. It's so powerful to choose. So let's do some tarot, huh? How about we do some tarot there? And oh, let me message her to tell her to come on YouTube. Oops, that's the wrong thing. Okay, thank you for your patience as I gather more friends on this ceremony and activation. I love it when I come on more regularly because then everybody starts coming. So we'll get that. We'll get that going. We'll get that going. And the one way we can have more of people coming is to share it and invite friends. And actually, I guess I could share it. Can we share on YouTube too? Facebook, just for funsies? Just why not? Why not? I think the cops are talking to that person out there. I want to be that neighbor. That spying neighbor. No, but this guy pulled this. I mean, the trailer takes up like half the block, and it's been there for a week, over a week, and I guess maybe the neighbors called and said, "What are you doing?" All right. Ooh, look at that. We got a card popping out. Okay, let me put my intention in here. Put in the comments if there's something you want to tune into as a collective or individually into the tarot deck, and let's see what messages want to come through. I'm going to do a little light language to gather the energy into a focused inquiry. Urta kamo hyore ni ushika koilele wari makuri wishokora ne wala lokori mai woro chakori tiki wai makare woro. Warani wa kimnaro to shikori kawaii hamare riki wariri lili wariki shikuru to rikiri waritiki wa whatever. How does that feel? You can see my sacrals lighting up and I'm feeling the energy moving. Yes! Let the energy move. All right. All right, what we got? Oh my goodness. We got the reverse 7 of Wands, exhaustion, overwhelmed, and lack of confidence. Who is feeling that? Who is feeling that? What do we need to know about this feeling of exhaustion and overwhelm? And like I was saying, I think I said it on here, that when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel that sense of exhaustion, first of all, honor that. You're overwhelmed. You're at capacity. It's like what I say when I'm with my kids a lot or something, and I just be like, I'm overstimulated. So I'm grouchy and I can't, it's too much stimulation. I need a break. And then they know, they don't get upset. They were like, they leave me alone. They like, go and get me a glass of water. Like we know our limits. So, and our limits can expand, but you've got to work on that. You've got to be in touch and in tune with your sensors going off saying, hey, I'm overwhelmed. This is fatiguing, meaning I don't want to do this. This is too much. Does that mean you're not going to do it? No, but can you shift your energy around it? And can you ask and receive in the quantum field the result that you desire first? Can you feel the overwhelm? Can you honor the limit and boundary that your body and being is telling you? And then can you let it go and clear it, clean the slate, clear the vision, and then create the result you want in the quantum, and then be blown away by the magic of your own creation that's way better than that small, stressed out, overwhelmed version of you that didn't know what to do. Tell me if this makes sense. Right? We think our mind and our programming thinks that we're supposed to do something, then get a result. Do something, then get a result. And yes, but when you create in the quantum first and feel and set the intention and fully put all of your energy into that intentional creation, and then let the void of space of creation create it, you're going to get a different result than the version of you that was just doing the thing based on what's not aligned to you. It's like a lot of resistance, right? When it's aligned to you, when you've taken the moment for yourself, when you're fit and fresh and fulfilled and create from that space, you get a different result. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. How does that feel? Ooh, that went flying out. What do we have? 7 of Swords. Uh-oh, trickery, deception, betrayal, and sneaking around. I feel like that's like the split energy that we have. We think that it's, we don't really trust these things that are new to us or that we haven't fully embodied yet. So we think, it's just going to be like what it was before. No, it's not. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie. Confusion, misinterpretation, fear, and repressed emotion. These are all recipes for looping. How many of you have looped and looped and looped? It's time to trust. Yeah, it's time to trust. But before you can trust, you got to see what's there. That's what we do in a breath flow session and a Valtopia session. I help you feel and notice what is invisible to you right now. It's invisible to you right now because it's been going on maybe your whole life, probably in your DNA before you were born. Yes, we go deep. When you realize, oh my gosh, this has always seemed like the way it is to me, and then you realize it's there, and then you clear it, and then you also, this is the key part, you make it through the period after the clearing. A lot of times we get energy shifted, we get energy cleared, and then there's no support after that. And then what ends up happening is things get worse sometimes before they get better because you've got to clear and recalibrate. And a lot of people miss the recalibration step. This is when things feel uncomfortable. And maybe there's disruption, or maybe there's blowback, right? I have car accidents happened, parking tickets, fines, bills, breakups of situations, relationships fall away. All that stuff, if you're not trained and don't have the proper guidance, feels like something's wrong, and then you retreat. Well, let me loop back to what I know because this shit sucks. No, this shift is amazing and we have to let it come through. And so you got to be willing to get uncomfortable and break down and let the blowback dissolve, disperse, and be in this space where nothing is happening. Nothing good. Let the nothingness then be filled and fueled with your intentional, energetic, quantum creation. And that is with breath, with energy, with rest, with, yes, taking aligned action. And a lot of times the aligned action isn't the thing that leads to the result. It takes you in the direction of what you're being guided to that you don't even fully understand yet, but you know in your heart you're supposed to do. Like me with this Gush program. I got it in 2021. It was everything. I was so lit up by it. And then I had my period for 3 years. Like, fuck. And I thought I wasn't allowed to do that. But all the time, I'm knowing deep in my bones, always, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. But I don't do it because it's scary or it's big or it's taboo or it's this or it's that. No, we're being it. We're being it. And I took the step, I announced it, and then I went through my initiations, and I'm still here bringing it through, right? Doesn't matter if it's 3 years later, or 10 years later, keep following and moving in the direction of your divine directives and letting yourself continually speak it into creation. More trust, more, yeah, we take it personally, right? No, it's all good. And see, a lot of people, including myself, we get caught up in external results and validation to make us think that it's not happening. And then that Groundhog's Day loop where you keep investing or taking the time to do the thing and then you end up exactly where you've been is like such mind fuckery. And what has to switch is not only your mindset around how you look at the blowback, the space between creation, the void, the period of development. If you're always looking for external validation and then reaffirming, oh, it's not working, I'm not the one that gets to do it, everybody else gets to do it but me. You are not the only person going through that. Everybody goes through that. So quit thinking you're the only one that gets some bullshit when you actually ask for better. The bullshit is a boundary that's getting broken. It's an identity that's getting killed. Of course your ego's going to trip. Like, don't kill me. I think I'm great. No, you did a great job and now we're becoming something else. We're constantly changing. And the more fluid and detached and neutral we are, and the more we're just flexible and have kind of a curious, playful attitude, well, the more fun we have, and the more that we allow ourselves to become something we've never been, that we don't even know what it is, that becomes so much better than our little ego trip could create. How is all this resonating? All right, so now that we've, clear that energy and talk about that, let's put what is in the cards, what is in the energy for us today, beyond the void, beyond the resistance, as we roll into our creation. What might we, oh, that's a lot of cards flying out. I think I'm just going to keep going. What is in the void for us, and what is expanding beyond the, as we allow ourselves to trust fully and be in a state of wonder and magic, as we allow ourselves to evolve into this new identity. And look, my chest wants to burp, so there's energy moving and clearing. What is it? What is there for us? Oh, these cards. Oh my gosh. We got the Tower card, okay? And of course, I was just talking about how you have a blowback and you have a letdown. When you allow yourself, you've got to break what isn't working. If you're trapped in a loop of repetitive cycle of things you don't want, you're going to have to let yourself move through the destruction of it. Are you willing? Do you really want what you say you want? Are you willing to let yourself break down, to break through? It's not forever. It's like when we begin to feel the emotion that's been stuck in us and it's heavy, and then we finally do some really good breath work with a practitioner, and you're sitting there and you just like all this emotion suddenly comes up that wasn't there. And then you feel all this emotion, and in that moment it feels like you're going to fall apart, and then it's going to last forever, and then it's so bad, and then you cry and you feel so much better. And it doesn't last forever. And on the other side of that release is the breakthrough. You feel me? Okay, so what other messages are coming through? We've got reverse 8 of Cups, avoidance, fear of change, aimless drifting, stagnation, exactly what we're talking about, the loop. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles, security, conservatism, scarcity, control, restraint. We've got this energy, we're holding on too tight to what we know and what makes us feel safe that is really not safety. The King of Cups reversed. If we're too much in our control freak and we think that we're controlling everything, we're actually manipulating. And this can come with people pleasing, right? People pleasing and perfectionism and looking for external validation is such a form of manipulation. When we're truly embodied and in trust and love, we let ourselves be ourselves, and we let other people react to who we are. And if they want to get mad, or they want to be disappointed, or they want to try to manipulate us, they get to. But they don't get to because, we let them have their response and we have our own choice. How does that feel? And so, it's a lot like the reverse Chariot. We're not surrendering to the divine. We're not allowing you got to let go and let God, basically. All right. So, man, the tarot cards are really pointing out all the resistance, all the places where we don't feel our strength. And that's empowering. It's really good to know that information. We always want to get the answer. Oh, we're going to be abundant. Oh, we're getting love, we're getting receiving, we're magic. And that is really important. And when you know what issues you're working with, you have something to move, you have something to shift, you can change it, right? So I'm going to tune in with these Arcturian light activation cards and see what else comes through. Serenity. We got the peaceful card earlier. Serenity. I know that for myself, I have been choosing peace, serenity, blessings for a long time now. And the more that I allow myself to be in that space, the more that becomes my normal. And that becomes what I feel great about, right? I got the timeless card, and this information, this support is timeless. This energy, this frequency that we can share with each other doesn't have an expiration date. And so I feel that way about so much of the content I've created in the last 10 years that's in my vault. You could listen anytime, and if you hadn't heard it yet, it's important for you, and it changes you. So if you're interested in diving into the vault, you get access when you do Bliss Activators. And if you book in for the Gush session, I will give you, I will choose something from the vault for you to play with. We can go over it in your session. You can pick something and I'll give you access. How about that as a bonus for booking in for a Gush session? And like I said, if finances are an issue, hit me up, private message me for a buy donation. Obviously consider my time and make a donation on PayPal, and we'll move the energy. We'll do a breath flow, we'll do a clearing, we'll talk about what's coming up, we'll change your mind, energy, and being. Yeah, the old story, right? All right, let's see. A couple more cards, and then I'm going to need to get ready for my experience tonight. We got the self-love card several times today. So make sure you're feeling gratitude and taking so much good care for yourself, because you are the miracle. Everything comes through you. And I think that's been my overriding message today, is that, you know, we take for granted these things that we can do to help ourselves, and they're not to be taken for granted. They're everything, right? One last question card. And if you're live here and I haven't pulled any cards for you today, let me know. I would love to tune in with you. Yeah, why am I satisfied? Your satisfaction is the answer to your divine directive. If you're feeling satisfied, that means that you're allowing yourself to be the version, to feel and receive. And when you feel and receive, then you're able to give too. So you are the answer, because you're the one in charge and curating your experience, and you're the gatekeeper to your experience and your identity and how you manifest your beingness in this experience we're having. And the only person that can truly guide that in alignment with the divine is you. Now, if you're allowing external validation, external programming, external control to override your divine directives, then you're not the one curating your experience, and neither is the divine. I don't know who's guiding that experience, but we're breaking that. That's all getting broken. And when you see the world doing what it's doing and all this disruption and mayhem and everything, that's what she's doing too. That's what's happening out there. We're being shocked into alignment. Shocked and broken into alignment, so we can come back together in a much more cohesive and connected way. Let yourself be rearranged with intention, with love, with serenity, with replenishment. Let's replenish ourselves, right? Hey, Cody. Yay. How you doing? Yay, Cody. Cody's here. You want a card? I'm sprouting wisdom on all the channels today. I'm fucking loving it. It's awesome. It's really good to go live again, and I'll have to find a way to go live more often because I love it. Cody, what card do you want? Which deck do you want? You want a tarot, or you want a fuck yeah? What you want? Tell me what you want. And if you're here, say hi. Look, we've been on all this time. I've been on 40 minutes, and now everybody starts to join, which is good. Come and play. Come and play with the Valtopia. So, know that what's crazy out there is creationary. When it's breaking apart, it can come back together in a fresh way. And that's what we're allowing through us. And our intentional, deep, curated care for ourselves is a blessing in the world. Yeah. Okay, Cody. Maybe, well, I'll do a fuck yeah card for you and then pick whether you want a question card or a tarot card to go with it. All right? Let me know when you feel me tuning in. Do I have permission to tune into your higher self? Cody, let me know if you feel me. I know we've been in my energy. We've been in each other's energy hanging around. So I wonder what it feels like virtually after not, Can you feel me? So I instantly felt like all right here. It goes to the left side too. And the solar plexus. So just opening up the energy. It's a little compacted in those places. So just kind of opening it up. I can't see without my glasses. Surprise you. You got the wild card. I fucking love that. You got the wild card. Okay. All right. Ooh. Open up that heart chakra. Move your body. Stay committed to your purpose. Keep playing and having fun. And rebirth, Cody. Time for some rebirth. Okay. Let me see what comes through the tarot for you. If there's any resistances coming up or what's the deal? So we're just dropping into the heart there. Do you feel that? Yes, my lungs have been full of crap and I lost my voice yesterday, but I feel better today. Wow. Yeah, you had the throat and then that. That's interesting because I don't feel anything. It's energetic, isn't it? Look at you doing some shifting. Oh, look at your card is the reverse star. It says despair, disappointment, illness, and disconnection. So I feel like this lung throat thing is about reconnecting you to your voice and alignment. Where did you get out of alignment? Where did you get out of alignment, Cody? All right, on the other side of this shift that you're evolving through, we have the 10 of Wands, accomplishment, responsibility, burden, completion, hard work, and the reversed devil, freedom, release, recovery, and restoring control. So there's something that was distracting you or taking you away, and this throat, chest thing is a clearing and you coming back into alignment. How does that resonate? Woo! And then we have friendship Three of Cups, friendship, community, support, happiness, and celebration. Okay. Well, if anybody else is here, let me know now because I've been live for a couple hours and I'm ready to take a break and eat something and get ready for my night out tonight. Okay. You don't know. You don't know. Well, let the answer come in. Let the answer come in. And I would love to do a group breath flow. I could do that too. By donation, do like Swan, if you would either do a group experience or a one-to-one. I'll make time tomorrow if everybody wants to do something. That would be amazing. Maybe we can even do, I want to do it on Zoom so I can actually see your guys' face and tune in with you. So let me know if that's something everybody wants to do. So, okay. I hear you, Cody. Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting because I kind of got a hit on that before this moment, like we're doing these readings. Stay aligned, stay attuned to what you really want from your heart, soul place. It's easy to get distracted right now. And so just clear out what isn't in alignment and stay attuned to what is. And the sacral reboot, the 8-minute sacral reboot that I have free on my website, I think it's really great. I love it a lot. So, maybe tune into that. So, yeah, I'm getting hungry and a little spacey after all this reading. So, I'm going to play my song on my way out. Let me know if you'd love to book in for one of these by donation sessions. Let me know if you want to tune into Gush. I talk about that a little more on my Facebook stream. Let me know if you want to tune in with Bliss Activators, or when you tune into and book a Gush session, which is a one-to-one and Voxer experience. I will gift you access to something from the vault. It's going to be awesome. And if you're not already, you can join me in my free group on Valtopia and Facebook, the Valtopia the Fuck Yeah Frequency. I've been dropping some videos on TikTok. I do post daily messages on Instagram with both of my decks, the Fuck Yeah Frequency deck and the Sacral Oracle deck. Those messages are so on point every day. I do them only when I feel it. And some days I don't even post. I do it almost every day though. All right, are you guys ready to hear Replenished again and get replenished by my groovy Valtopian drop? Let's go.
I get what I want.
I get what I want. Okay, bye, Cody. Talk to you later.
My choices are golden.
My pleasure. See you soon.
I get what I want.
If you want this drop, I'm giving it out free. I get a link for you, so let me know if you want it. I use it as my, it wakes me up every morning. I fucking love it. Wisdom. You are the wisdom. You got the vision. You know. See you next time. Love your frequency. You're the miracle.